This class is entitled, We Must Show Love by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh.
You're going to need the Bible tonight. Let's look at Exodus chapter 20, verse 6. Exodus chapter 20, verse 6.
Unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
I will show mercy to the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. What a blessing. You want mercy? It doesn't matter if you are among thousands that are looking for mercy. If you love me and keep my commandments, I'll give you mercy. Prayer?
John 14:15.
John chapter 14, verse 15. John chapter 14, verse 15. Read.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 5. Exodus chapter 21, verse 5. Read.
And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free.
Leviticus chapter 19. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Read.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord Yahweh.
You are to love your people. Now that's important because in America, we've been taught to hate our people. And when we come to Yahweh, we still sometimes express hatred for our people. Though we are sympathetic to their condition, yet we sometimes express hatred toward our people, and it's known by calling our people names. It's almost like we have joined the mockers of our people. Those old niggers. You know how you affectionately talk about your people? You almost continue saying yourself, niggers ain't. Niggers make me sick. You know, just all of our people get that from us sometimes without being conscious of it. And yet we learn tonight we must undo that hatred. We're full of hatred for our people. That means since we're one of our people, we're full of hatred for ourselves. And this verse tells us that we don't know Yahweh. That's why at the end of the verse, I have to remind you who's talking. and who's giving you the command. Behold, I am Yahweh speaking to you. That means you have to really come into the knowledge of Yahweh. That's why you need my new book, From Poverty to Riches. You can't live without this book. You just think you're alive. I'm telling you, you cannot live without my book, From Poverty to Riches. You are dead to the knowledge of the name Yahweh. You may have read a little bit here and a little bit there, but I give you more knowledge in one spot than you're ever going to search out on your own. And I verify where it's from. That makes me the world's greatest publisher on earth, the world's greatest author on earth, because I have caused the knowledge of the name to be published. As I promised in Deuteronomy 32:2 and 3, I'm keeping my promise. I'm keeping my vow. Although in the Bible it says King Solomon was wise concerning the name of Yahweh, yet there is no knowledge from King Solomon in the Bible of the name. The Bible completely eliminates the name and just refers to Yahweh as the name. He was famous concerning the knowledge of the name, but no knowledge of the name is written. That proves the greater than Solomon is here because I publish knowledge of the name. That proves that Solomon didn't reveal the knowledge of the name as I have done, because it just doesn't exist in nothing written. Glory. And what do we learn? We must learn to love our people. Israel. We are Israel. We must learn to love each other. It's just a law of Yahweh. We must love each other. And that means what? We've got to learn how to love our individual self. For how can we love our neighbor as ourselves when we hate ourselves? Isn't that something? Leviticus 19:34. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 34. Read.
But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God, Yahweh.
I have to tell you again who I am. Tell you again who's teaching you this. I am teaching you this. Who am I? The Lord Yahweh. What am I teaching you? Not only must you love yourself, not only must you love your neighbor as yourself, not only must you love your people, but you must also love the stranger that chooses to live with you. Don't be so callous about or so possessive about your love. I love my master. I love my wife. I love my children. And, you want to sit back on it. See, the period came in. I should be ready for heaven now. I love my master. Who's your master? Well, whoever my master is. Could be Yahweh, could be the one I work for. I love my master. I love my wife. I love my children. That's the way it ought to be. But look at what we're being told. I must also love the stranger, that is within my gate. Some so-called black people will say, well, I was taught in the church to love everybody. Yeah, you were taught in the church to say that. But you didn't love everybody. Yes, you were taught to say that in church. That's fact. But you can look after 400,000 churches in America, 400,000 preachers in America, we still hate each other and don't love our individual self. That's why we try to destroy the things that Yahweh has personally done for us. All of our people who claim that they love everybody are busy working every day to destroy what Yahweh has personally done for them. What's an example? Your hair. You don't like your hair. Who gave you your hair? Who? Yahweh gave you the hair he wanted you to have, and you don't like his gift. So you work to destroy it every day. In fact, you make a business out of destroying what Yahweh gave you. Because it's not only do you destroy it, but you make it a business to destroy it. Oh my God, Yahweh talking about my business tonight. I just used one example. How many of you can think of others? Yeah, there are bunches of examples. Glory. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Verse 10. Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And we read, if you love me, you will, in fact, keep my commandments. The test is not, I love Yahweh. Because you can teach a bird to say, I love Yahweh. So saying I love Yahweh is not the test. The test is, keep my commandments. They're easy to keep. John chapter 5, verse 3. They're easy to know. Let's turn to it. John chapter 5, verse 3. They're easy to know. So they're easy to keep. Anything easy to know, it's easy to do, easy to keep. We can't complain that it's too difficult. Read.
For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
They're just not. They are not grievous. The laws of Yahweh are not grievous. They do not cause grief. The laws of Yahweh are not difficult. They're not upsetting. The laws of Yahweh do not go against the grain. You don't have to swim upstream to deal with the law. You can get in the law and just go downstream. They'll even keep you afloat. If you listen to those who don't love Yahweh, they will tell you keeping the laws of Yahweh is hard. It's hard to follow Yahweh. I've heard people say that ever since I've come to teach. Along the way, there's always been somebody around who will say, keeping the laws of Yahweh, it's hard following Yahweh. How many of you heard people say that? Oh, I thought only I heard that. It's a number of people. It's hard to follow Yahweh. It's only hard to follow Yahweh if you love the ways of the heathen. But if you are not in love with the ways of the heathen, following Yahweh is easy. So now, quit saying following Yahweh is hard, because the law and the word says the laws of Yahweh are not grievous. Isn't that beautiful to hear tonight? For some of you, this is the first time. For others, this is a good refresher. It's like a refresher course. Only it means more to you tonight than it meant when I taught you about it the first time. Oh, yes, it does. Because you've had years of my teaching under your belt. And all of a sudden tonight, this is kind of like clicking in new ways. Oh, yes. To you that love Yahweh, what I'm speaking on tonight is kind of like, boy, this is really refreshing to my soul, and I'm seeing, hearing, and understanding what I haven't seen, heard, and understood before about what I read. I read this, but I didn't see it like this. Tonight I have a new feeling about what I'm hearing. Oh, yes. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. Deuteronomy 7, verse 7. Read.
The Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
Now, don't get excited because somebody else has thousands and tens of thousands of followers. Don't get excited because somebody else can fill Miami Arena all the way up. Don't get excited. That Yahweh didn't choose you because your numbers fill the arena. Yahweh chooses you because you are the fewest in number. Yahweh has not set his love upon you because you were the greatest in the land. In fact, you are looked upon as the least in the land. And it sounds like it says that Yahweh chose you because you were, and you are the fewest. That makes you somewhat peculiar. Makes you kind of unique to have the Creator choose you who are the fewest in number. Now, we know from this scripture that when we were chosen, everybody was black. So light skin, white skin color versus black skin color was never an issue when Yahweh chose us. We looked like everybody else. And yet Yahweh was able, just look around tonight. We look like all the rest of the 60 million black folk in America. I'm in the midst of a neighborhood that if you walk out in the street tonight, you can't tell the difference between you and them in terms of your features. You look like everybody else in this neighborhood. And yet you are chosen to be inside this room tonight. And when you look around in the county, you are a mighty small number of folks. And I didn't choose the hundreds of thousands that are out here around this building. I chose a few of you that's inside. And I set my love up on you. And the people that's outside, have read the same literature you read. The people outside have read the same book you read. The people outside have seen my body just like you are looking at my body tonight. The people outside have seen and heard the same thing you've seen and heard. But when the message within the literature says, come, only you have come. So that makes you different. There's something about you that when I call, you'll respond. Chose you out of all the millions. That's why I chose you. All you had to hear was, my Lord and Savior Yahweh is coming out tonight. I have to be there. I'm on my way. I'm glad about it. See, the joy is one God, one mind, one love, and one action. That's the joy. No, I'm so glad tonight that nobody in this room is here because they feel like they have to be here. You just heard I was going to be here. That's why you came. That means you want to be here. And I love you too. So don't get nervous because you don't see everybody here. You have had the experience of sharing the same word with your family members. And out of the family, you came to me. Some of you, that was years ago. But it's the same thing going on. I don't know where my Kleenex are, my pen. Thank you. I'm getting excited about the word. I better calm down just a little bit. I have 6 weeks to go. I'm really getting carried away. But the word excites me like that. It's just a joy to know you're chosen. How do you know you're chosen? Because you chose. That's all. It's not hard. I mean, am I chosen? Well, the question, all I have is a question. Did you choose? So if you chose to be here, then you were chosen. That's all to that. That's easy, isn't it? Don't walk around full of doubt. Yahweh Ben Yahweh, do you think I'm chosen? I said, well, brother, sister, son, God, did you choose me? Did somebody send you here? If somebody sent you here, maybe you have a problem. But if you came here on your own, you choose me, then yes, you're one of the chosen. If you love it around here, you love the law, and you love the teachers of Yahweh, and this is your life, and whenever you hear a new revelation, it brings joy and rejoicing to your soul, and it makes you alive, then you chosen. It's easy to find out about this. And remember, I set my love upon you. Did we read Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5?
No, sir.
Let's read it. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. Read it.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God Yahweh with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
Now we are reminded how much to love Yahweh. I declare to you that if you love Yahweh with all your soul, all your heart, all your mind, and all your might, then you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen in your life. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen to you in your life. You don't have to worry about what your enemies think about you. You don't have to worry about what your enemies might do to you. It's like having a force field around you. When you love Yahweh with all your mind, heart, strength, soul, body, and might, the enemy is already defeated before he heads in your direction. He has to learn that he's helpless against anybody that loves Yahweh with all. And if you love him with all, you don't have any fear either. Because perfect love casts out all fear. So all you need is perfect love of Yahweh. That's why I can say you don't need a gun for this. Some people think the only way they can protect themselves from their enemy is with weapons formed by the hands of man. You can tell George Bush doesn't know Yahweh. It's obvious to the world. This man doesn't know Yahweh. Neither does he love Yahweh with anything, because he's trusted in the military. He stands up before the world today and says he's sick of what Saddam Hussein is doing, and he's been doing the same thing ever since he's been in office. He just invaded and took over Panama during his administration. And he's upset. I mean, here's a man starving through sanctions, starving a whole nation of people, Iraq. While he said on world television, he's sick and tired of Saddam Hussein not feeding the Americans in Kuwait, in the embassy, that he's keeping food from going into. What hypocrisy is it? The man just doesn't know Yahweh. Saddam Hussein doesn't know Yahweh, but he knows the devil. Said, we've been all dying here together. just beautiful to come into the knowledge of Yahweh and understand we can put our trust in him. Yes, that no matter who the enemy, how powerful he looks, or what he says or does, we can rely on Yahweh to deliver us. Now, Yahweh has been punishing America ever since the devils in New York took one of my followers, Jesse, put him in jail and gave him 15 years because he took a switch to one of the children in his charge. Gave him more time than people get for killing folks. And every time he'd go up for parole, they were just rejected. You still believe in Yahweh? I said, yes. So the parole denied. Every time he'd come up, every 6 months or a year, parole denied, believe in Yahweh. So this time, they had the nerve 2 months ago, within the last month or two, they wrote in black and white at the bottom of his request for parole when he went up, as long as he believed in Yahweh and refused to deny Yahweh, his parole will be denied. In black and white. They wrote it down. That's the height of arrogance. Now, I've been telling him, be patient. Because Yahweh said some of us would be put in jail for 10 days and don't give up the faith in Yahweh. They are actually telling him you can have your freedom if you'll deny Yahweh. Some people would say, well, if that's all I have to do to get out, I love Yahweh, but I'll say that just to get out. No, if you deny Yahweh before men, Yahweh will deny you before his Father. So Yeshua is in jail without a cause. How can you go to jail for a switch on your child? 15 years. And then they hold you to that? That's what I've been waiting on the devil to do. It's what they did this past month when they wrote in black and white. That's what I've been waiting on. Now I have some government lawyers. See, I didn't hire no lawyer. Said, just sit, son. They have no right to hold you. Just sit. So when they call long distance, I talk to him right from prison. He's gained a lot of people to Yahweh in prison. A lot of people believe in Yahweh that was prison, didn't know Yahweh. They know Yahweh now. He gets all his kosher meals. He gets to keep all the high holy days. And he gets to teach in the library. Those who, so he's waking up the prison house. So now that they wrote this in black and white, I have some ACLU lawyers and all. They all have joined the case. Now we're going to sue the state for millions and got to win. It's in black and white. And in the state of New York, we were declared a legal, bona fide, certified religion, recognized by the federal court. So the state of New York has made a mistake. And we are going to get them. So his human rights and his civil rights have been violated. And they got so arrogant, they had nerve to write it down. And they can't unwrite it. We got copies. You're going to hold a man in jail because he believes in the Creator, will not deny his Creator that the world admits is God? Are you kidding? If you just say that and then give another excuse in the public, that's a neat little game. But see, Yahweh has power over the mind. They don't know why they wrote that. But it's so wonderful for you to know most of you have forgotten Yeshua until I mention it. But I never forget him. He's not forgotten. Joseph was thrown in jail because he was a man of integrity and he refused to bow to the lust of a woman. And because he refused to bow, he was thrown in jail, but he was not forgotten. Daniel refused to bow to the image of the beast. And he kept right on praying. Daniel was thrown in the lion's den. But Yahweh did not forget it. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown in a fiery furnace. But Yahweh did not forget them. He was right in there with them, keeping the heat of the flame away. You may look like you have no hope. It may look to you like we will never escape the power of the devil. But I'm here to tell you, you're not forgotten. And as long as you have the strength to endure to his end, you're going to be all right. For all of you that's been with me these last 10 years, many of you have seen thousands of people that have come here to me. And they learn the scriptures just like that. And they can repeat scriptures just like that. I mean, they can give you a scripture, I don't care where it was in the Bible, in 3 seconds. I used to time them. In 3 seconds, they can tell you where anything was. You talk about run swift. They ran faster than anybody else could run. But they're not in the race today. I saw some come and they stood up strong. And they told everybody, I'll never leave. I'm never going nowhere. I'm strong. I'm running this race because I'm strong. And they're gone. They're out the race today. Huh? They're not in the race with Yahweh now. Swift is gone. Strong is gone. But there's one fella that's going to win the race. Endure it. Can you endure it? Just stay in power. The ones that's going to live in heaven with Yahweh are the ones who have the strength to say and to do and to be The one who endures to the end. Say, I'm going to stay. See what the end is going to be. I'm going to stay. See what the end is going to be. You can't make me leave before the end. Man, I got to see the end of this thing. That's why trials can't turn me around. Tribulation can't turn me around. People casting my name out as evil can't turn me around. People getting down on my case can't turn me around. People telling lies on me can't turn me around. People looking at me mean and saying bad things about me, calling me names, they can't turn me around. I'm going to stay and see what the end is going to be. I just want to say, if mama doesn't want to go, just don't hinder me. If papa doesn't want to go, just don't hinder me. If my children, if you don't want to go, just don't hinder me. If my sisters and brothers don't want to go, just don't hinder me. If my relatives and friends don't want to go, just don't hinder me. Because I'm going to stay. I'm going in. You may not want to go, but I'm on my way. It's something to love Yahweh with you all. It's exciting. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 13. Deuteronomy 7, 13. Read.
And he will love thee, and bless thee, and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, and the fruit of thy land, thy corn and thy wine, and thine oil, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, in the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee.
Now that's a lot of blessings that follow Yahweh's love for you. Yahweh will, what? Love you? Huh? Is that what it says? Yahweh will love you. And because he loves you, Yahweh will bless you. I have to go with the lady like this. Don't you? I mean, my people love the enemy who curses them. I saw President Reagan tonight up in his little hometown, and it was black men guarding his life. His security detail was black. The same people he voted against. Huh? Same people he used to invade black Grenada and kill tens of thousands of black Grenadians, black folk up. Guarding his life tonight. Think about it. My people love people who curse them and hurt them every day. But here is a man, Yahweh, that loves you. You have not done anything in particular to cause him to love you. Yahweh comes in your midst, loving you to save you, and you don't know him. Living a life of sin. But you have a man, Yahweh, that loves you, and because he loves you, he will what? Bless you. And what else?
Multiply you.
And multiply you while the other people out there that look like you are being cut off. Birth control, abortion, murder of a baby, just cut themselves off. Their children are not coming into the world. They're dying before they can even get here. But here's a man that loves you, and because he loves you, he will bless you, and he's multiplying your children. We just having children right and left. Well, if things continue this way, we'll soon be the only population in America that looks like us. Excuse me. You get the mystery? See, don't worry, it was only 8 after the flood. A lot more than 8 right here, isn't it? I got a bunch sitting up here just waiting to get loose. I have a bunch of little brothers right now steaming at the bit. They're ready to talk to sisters now and have holy conversations already. You talk about they ready to do what Yahweh wants, multiply. So Yahweh is not suffering from people who want to carry out his will. I got a bunch of little brothers ready to carry his will right out. You need multiplication, Yahweh? I am good at math. Think about it. Those who love Yahweh are going to be fruitful and multiply and have plenty of children. Those that hate Yahweh go along with birth control pills. Those that don't love Yahweh go along with contraceptives, IUDs. They go along with whatever the enemy puts in front of them. Because they want to have a good time according to the enemy. And when you look at the good time that the enemy promotes, it's all death. All that the enemy promotes as good time, look at it. It's death. Smoking a cigarette, he shows you people coming on up to some cigarette. Some people will walk a mile for a cigarette. Some other people would rather fight than switch from cigarettes. They promote cigarettes as wide open spaces, people riding on a horse out in the country and smoking cigarettes is cool. They even name cigarettes cool. Cigarettes called death. But he promotes it as something great. The enemy of Yahweh promotes gambling as though it's fun. But you got one person out of 10 million that can win something. 999,999 lose every day. Every single day. That's death to your pocketbook. They promote drinking, strong drink, as fun. A good time. They even have places for you to drink it that you used to call it fun. And you could only have fun there at night. And you go drink at night. And this good time it fulfills the word so good about why do people love darkness? Because their deeds are evil. Yeah. So they go to a night club. They don't go to a day club. Fun is only at a night club. And then the club is not just you go there when night comes. It looks like night inside. And everybody's in there looking for fun. Everybody's stumbling around all in the dark, walking on people's feet, bumping all up against each other, and they call that fun. Especially when a male bump up against a female, that was really fun. Man, let's walk back that way again. Men having fun all in their faggots bumping all up against you. You don't know what's going on. Everybody's having fun. They say. Death is in the nightclub. People get shot and killed in the nightclub, regular, all over the country. The drinks are death. And I don't need to sit here tonight and name all the things that the heathens call fun. I'm showing you it's all death and destruction. But here's a man that loves you, and because he loves you, he blesses you and multiplies you. And what else? And will bless the fruit of what? Of your what? Womb. What does your womb carry? Children. The enemy of Yahweh teaches you to hate having children. And you have a preconceived idea in your head from Satan. Well, how many children you want? Well, I want one. Never want more than two. Right? 2 is enough. My mama had 8, but I'm having 2. You don't care nothing about what Yahweh wants you to have. He didn't put 2 on your womb. You would think that a surgeon could open you up and look in there and say, yep, you just gonna have 2. Yahweh already wrote it down. I'm reading tonight that because Yahweh loves us, he will bless our womb. He blessed the womb and what the womb carries in it. Therefore, having children in Yahweh is a blessing. And it doesn't do you any good to wish you could have a kid. It's all up to Yahweh. What? So when your womb can open up and have one, it's a blessing from Yahweh. What else will Yahweh do for you? Because he loves you. Bless the fruit of your land. Your land. Your land. You hear it? Yahweh will bless the fruit of your land. And you have just woke up in Yahweh without control of your land. Here's a man that loves you, ready to bless the fruit of your land, and you without the consciousness of your land. or when you become conscious of Yahweh, you don't have control of your land. This proves a mighty statement that since Yahweh is ready to bless the fruit of your land, and you are now resurrected without the control of your land, look what Yahweh is about to do for you. What is he about to do? Give us land. That's ours that we have control over. Now that tells you why your enemy is after me, trying to stop me. Look what I'm waking you up to. Your land. The people that control your land don't ever want you to wake up to the knowledge of your land. Because the moment you wake up to the knowledge of your land, you're going to want it. Oh yeah, you want what's yours. Sure. I may act like I'm not interested right now. I've never lost my interest. I came to you teaching about our land. I've never lost my interest. I just act like that. It's just politically expedient for me to act like that right now. I don't mind the devil, no, I'm just acting like that. I'm acting like that for a reason. There's no need for me to get all uptight about our land until I wake up the people to whom the land belongs. It won't do me any good to take 25 or 30 of you to our land when it's 144,000 of us got to wake up before we can go. First things first for me. You got the picture? Now, I'm tired of being in this land under the control of another. But there's no need to march and demonstrate and boycott about it. That's what blind leadership is doing. Now, these niggas are ready in Miami to boycott everything about everything. Anything white folks say about boycott, they're talking about boycotting now because of school superintendents or some kind of stuff. Huh? Something about the schools. Niggas talking about boycott. Huh? And then boycott election day. Yeah, I mean, niggas don't know. They set up here and got killed trying to get the right to go to the election. Now the niggas talking about boycotting the election. They don't know what they want. They're talking about boycotting hotels and don't own one, and they go up the street and give the money to the same man that owns that hotel too. And he's laughing at you all the time. So in the meantime, I'm not raising no cane and writing no articles about our land. I know what it takes to get our land. It gets the people to whom the land belongs. And then once their consciousness comes, then getting our land will be easy. That won't be a problem. That shows you how smart I am. See how smart I am? I know how to get it. What good is the land and no people to be in it? You got the picture? Okay. So Yahweh is ready to bless the fruit of our land, but we must first be blessed with our land that we can control. And I'm here to tell you that we can control America. It's no need talking about controlling America when you don't have the people that are ready to control. And if we're not ready to control in America, we're not being ready to control somewhere else. There's no need to go in somewhere else if you're not ready. You have to be ready to rule. Rulership is more than words spoken. We used to sing a song 10 years ago. Rulership, rulership, rulership. I am ready for rulership. And lying. Everybody was lying. Nobody was ready. Just lying. Just singing a song. What else are Yahweh gonna bless besides the fruit of our land? What? Our corn. You don't even have a backyard. corn does not grow on asphalt. We live in skyscraper ghettos. Don't have 5 feet of dirt nowhere around the building. You talk about Yahweh gonna bless your car. No wonder niggas don't listen to nothing that they read in the Bible. I ain't got no car, I don't have no have no money, I don't have no job. A little bit of money I make is not enough to live on. I'm struggling every day trying to make it. And Yahweh talking about blessing my corn.